But hey, welcome to another episode of Full Metal Singles. It's going to be a fun one today. We've got the final match of the quarterfinals. We're going to find out who's the final person is that's going to make the semi-finals. And we've got both players are at 2-0 at the moment. And I'm going to introducing first. Got Jeremy the Atom Adams. Jeremy, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. I'm really excited to be back. It's been a little while. Love Full Metal, and it's always awesome to be back here able to play. And I'm particularly excited today because I'm playing somebody who is a faction mate of mine in another league. Really great guy. I don't think we've ever played one-on-one, and whichever way it goes, I'll to see him make it into those final four slots would be really awesome. Obviously, I want to win, but at least it's not like some sort of blood feud situation. So that's always good.
Yeah, and it's one of those ones like I know you and Joe have been around so long, so it's crazy to think you've never gone one-on-one before.
Absolutely, yeah.
But I'm going to put Jeremy in the back and bring in Joe. Joe, how are you feeling about taking on Jeremy today?
It's an odd one because for me, like singles it's a 50-50 shot. So I watch matches, like when I watch singles matches, I can have a match, I can play along and just like that was really good. And other times I'm like, I haven't even heard of half of these films. This is a problem. I've got a lot of respect for Jeremy. He's been around for a very long time and he's been just consistently strong. I kind of feel like if you were to look at the two sides of the coin, maybe the singles and the geek side, we're sort of like the opposite sides of the coin. So maybe I'll get lucky and the non-geeky questions will fall in my favor, but I'm amazed I even got here. I think it's mainly because Bill spun opponent's choice and musicals was on the wheel. There you go. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bill.
But for that, we're going to bring in Jeremy back. And yeah, with that, how round one is going to work, there's 10 questions in 10 different categories. I'm going to bring it back at the start of the regular season, but because the SIL tournaments still started last year, I've just been really slow at getting these written and sorted out. It's still under those rules, but bonus questions will be back next season when it starts back, but not in this match. Everyone gets repeats and one challenge if they need to use it. And yeah, but most of all, the most important questions, the most important rules is keep your hands on screen, and have fun because that's all trivia is. It's about fun. But with that, the first question is going to come in the category of Vince Vaughn. Vince Vaughn has starred in 2 Craig Zahler movies, Brawl in Cell Block 99 and what 2019 movie co-starring Mel Gibson? I will give a shout out to Richie Nemo Goodacre, who actually wrote these questions for me. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pins down. Joe.
Dragged across concrete.
Jeremy.
Didn't have it. I said Bloodfather.
Dragged across concrete is the correct answer. Next question comes in the realm of directors. Who directed the 1995 Robin Williams movie, Jack?
Oh, I know.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Jeremy.
Francis Ford Coppola.
Joe.
I didn't have it. I was like, it's a good director.
Well, Francis Ford Coppola is correct. The next question comes in the realm of recent releases. What female actress can be found in the movies Theatre Camp, Across the Spider-Verse, and Bottoms? And I actually quite like all three of these movies. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Joe.
Ayo Edebiri.
Jeremy.
Io Adebari, I think it is.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce.
Yeah.
Phonetically fine.
I don't know how to pronounce the name myself.
Wait, I had a conversation about her about 2 hours ago.
She said a debris on SNL last night. That's the only reason I know.
Yeah. Next question comes in the realm of comedies. Before joining the army, what was John Ringer's first occupation for crits at the beginning of Stripes? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Jeremy.
Taxi driver.
Joe.
I said dentist.
Taxi driver is correct. Next question comes in the realm of animation. What 2005 animated movie features a voice cast that includes Ewan McGregor, Mel Brooks, Jennifer Coolidge, and Amanda Bynes?
Repeat the question, please.
Yep. What 2005 animated movie features a voice cast that includes Ewan McGregor, Mel Brooks, Jennifer Coolidge, and Amanda Bynes?
I thought I had it, and I was like, wait, what was the year again?
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Joe.
Robots.
Jeremy.
Robots.
I don't know if it's better or worse than Robots that came out last year, but next question comes in the realm of horror. What Game of Thrones actor played a murderous stockbroker and his identical twin brother in Mama?
Sorry, I didn't hear the name of the film.
Mama, M-A-M-A. Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat.
Cool, just in the next time in the category of horror. What Game of Thrones actor played a murderous stockbroker and his identical twin brother in Mama? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Joe.
Kit Harington.
Jeremy.
Nikolai Coster-Waldau.
Nikolai Coster-Waldau is correct.
Did not think I was going to pull that name. I'm like, absolutely know who it is.
Next question comes in the realm of scores and soundtracks. Who composed the score for 2023's Super Mario Brothers movie? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1 pins down. Jeremy.
I can't remember. I know I knew it at some point. I just said John Bell.
Joe.
Tyler Bates.
It is Brian Tyler.
Brian Tyler, the other one.
The other Tyler.
The other one.
Next question comes in movie release dates. In what year was Dante's Peak released? And fun fact, and I know it's not going to be a question that's going to come up later, but Alan Silvestri did the score for the 1990s Super Mario Bros. Movie.
That makes sense.
And 5.
Yeah, I probably think I would have guessed that.
2, 1 pins down. Joe.
1998.
Jeremy.
I have 97.
97 is correct.
It was probably 98 over here.
Oh, that sucks.
Next question comes in the realm of the 80s. In the Dark Crystal, Aughra is known as the Keeper of what? And that's Aughra. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Jeremy.
The Dark Crystal?
Joe.
Shadows?
The correct answer is Secrets.
Ah,
Not a bad guess because I haven't seen
not at
it.
all. Great
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah. But the final question comes in the realm of actors and actresses. What actor has portrayed a video store owner, a physicist, a terrorist, and a soldier?
So what was the last one? I didn't hear it.
A soldier. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Joe.
Jack Black.
Jeremy.
Jack Black?
The correct answer is Cillian Murphy. He was a video store owner in a movie called Watching the Detectives. He was a physicist in Oppenheimer. He was a terrorist in Red Eye and a soldier in Dunkirk.
Mm-hmm. If I knew that watching the Detectives one, I might have.
It was the video store clerk.
Yeah,
I
I don't know that. I don't know that film. Yeah.
I was thinking it, but I was like, video store clerk? Nah.
Yeah.
But with that, we're going to move over to round 2, and the categories we have on the reel for round 2 is we've got Fast and Furious, which is Joe's strength. We've got movie release dates, which is Jeremy's strength. Sam Rockwell movies, actors and actresses, Margot Robbie, 90s action, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and directors. And actually, I didn't explain how round 2 works, but how round 2 works is I'm going to bring up a reel and I'm going to spin it, and it's going to land on a category. And the players can choose whether they can take the category or they can spin one more time. And they have to take the second category that it lands on. But Jeremy, because you're in the lead, do you want to spin first or defer to Joe?
I'll actually go first.
What is the score?
I've got Jeremy on 6 points. Joe is on 3 points.
Cool.
But with that, as you can see, the wheel has been primed, and this is your first spin. And it lands on movie release dates.
I'll take it.
I'll be worried if you didn't.
Yeah.
And luckily, it's a strength, which it means it's pretty much at the top of my dock. All right, your first question in movie release dates. What year saw the release of the Michael Keaton movie, Mr. Mum?
1983.
That is correct for 2 points. The next question is, how many years separate the release of The Shining and Doctor Sleep?
Making sure I do the math right. I've messed that up in the past. $39.
That is correct. Your next question is, what year was Private Benjamin released?
1980.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question is, what year saw the releases of Underworld Rise of the Lycans, Race to Witch Mountain, and Moon?
2009.
That is correct for 2 points. With that, it was a clean sweep there. As I bring back the reel for Joe's spin. And it lands on, just wait to see if it's stopping, Sam Rockwell movies. You want to keep it or spin again?
It's not the worst. It's really not the worst. Do you know what? It's the filmography though. Could be some deeper stuff. There's nothing on that wheel I really dislike anymore. Could try and get something I'm really even stronger in. So yeah, I'll spin again. If it comes back to this, fine.
And it lands on opponent's choice.
Yeah.
Jeremy, what are you going to give Joe? Did you want to hear the options again?
No, I'm going to give him directors.
Yeah.
It lands on directors. I'm going to go right to the bottom. All right. So your first question in the realm of directors. Before I do that, I'm getting rid of that reel. Who directed Star Trek Generations?
Mixed up with the composer. David Carson.
David Carson is correct. Your next question is, who directed the movies High Fidelity, The Queen, and Philomena?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Paul W.S. Anderson, B, Kenneth Branagh, C, Stephen Frears, or D, Tom Hooper?
C.
C is correct for a point. Your next question is, which actor directed Matilda, The War of the Roses, and Duplex?
Wife would kill me if I got this wrong because Matilda is like our film. So Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito is correct for 2 points. And your final question is, who directed the 1955 version of The Ladykillers and Sweet Smell of Success?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Billy Wilder, B, Alexander McKendrick, C, William Wyler, or D, Fred Zinnemann?
William Wyler.
William Wyler is incorrect. Jeremy, who directed the 1955 version of The Ladykillers and Sweet Smell of Success? Is it A, Billy Wilder, B, Alexander McKendrick, C, William Wyler, or D, Fred Zinnemann?
The very underrated Alexander McKendrick, B.
That is correct for points. With that, at the end of round 2, I've got Jeremy on 15 points and Joe on 8 points. So it's a 7 point
Good round, though,
difference.
Joe.
So,
Good round.
but now we're going to round 3, and the way round 3 works is there's going to be a 2-point, a 3-point, and a 5-point question. The 2-point question is going to be a guaranteed data question. The 3-point question is a quote or plot question, and the 5-point question is an IMDb question, which we'll get to if we get to that point. But Joe pretty much needs to either hit all of them or at least the 2 and the 5 to stay alive. But Jeremy, because you're on the lead, do you want question set 1 or question set 2?
I'll take 1 this time.
All right. So, Joe, your 2-point question is: who played Margaret O'Donnell in 17 Again?
So once again, I can't hear the end of the question.
Yep, no, it's all good. Who played Margaret O'Donnell in 17 Again?
I still can't hear the name of the movie.
17 Again.
Jennifer Garner.
But that is incorrect. The correct answer is Michelle Trachtenberg.
Oh, it was the daughter. I didn't know if it was the daughter or the mother.
Yeah. But with that, your 3-point question is, and I promise that I didn't rig it at all, but your 3-point question is, in what movie would you hear this quote often repeated? You've got weird on you.
Won't be the movie I saw the last hour of yesterday. Shaun of the Dead.
That is correct for 3 points. That we go over to down to the IMDb question, and how the IMDb questions work is I'm going to give you the genre of a movie, and you get to pick 3 options between either year, director, actor or actress, co-actor or actress, or composer. So Joe, your genres is comedy/fantasy. What 3 of those options would you like?
Okay. So it's 3 options, yeah?
Yeah.
Director, actor, co-actor / actress.
Director, actor, and co-actor. So your genre is comedy fantasy. Your director is David Dobkin. Your actor is Ryan Reynolds, and your co-actor is Leslie Mann.
The Change Up?
That is correct for 5 points.
It's the only fantasy. It was the fantasy bit I think that helped there. I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those. It's one of those ones. I was going to put Jason Bateman as like, well, no, that will make it too obvious,
Yeah.
especially for a 5-point question in this
Fair.
part of the tournament. But
That was good. That was good.
yeah,
Oh, no, no. There we go.
but
I was like, she's not
No-
inspirited. I know
no
she's not
technical
inspirited.
knockout here.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, but with that, Jeremy, your 2-point question is: who played Kelly Scott in Lake Placid? Can you repeat that again? Because I heard the last name. I didn't hear it at all.
Bridget Fonda.
Bridget Fonda is correct for 2 points, which means and your winner. And moving on to face, I will dash will double check
job,
that
Joe. Great job.
but I'm pretty. And actually, no, I am correct. You'll be facing Robert Kastner in the semifinals.
Oh man! All right, here we go again. All right.
But with that is, I'm going to drop out Jeremy for now. But Joe, unfortunately, you just came up that little bit short. Like the round, it just wasn't. You got opponent's choice. It just wasn't your favor. But how are you feeling?
I feel fine. Like I said, Jeremy's a powerhouse when it comes to singles, and yeah, I feel like 3-point deficit out of round one. It's not too bad. It's not the 50% I usually like to hit, but if Jeremy's only hitting 6, then it's not so bad. And yeah, might have done better with Sam Rockwell, but directors could have been worse. There was a nice Geek movie in there. That always helps, and a movie that I've been watching with my family and now my wife for a very long time in Matilda. So, and then you get Shaun of the Dead in there. So when I say the match, sometimes the questions fall in my favor when I'm watching at home. It kind of did, but yeah, opponent's choice is never nice. Especially, it's basically, I know he didn't spin spinners, but he got his strength, so it's basically the spinner's opponents.
Yeah.
And I avoided the knockout, which at that point, after missing the 2-point, you're thinking, uh-oh. Yeah, Jeremy had a great game, and I wish him all the best. I'm sure Robert's not as happy because usually what happens is I beat Robert in the Geek stuff and Robert beats me in the single stuff. So I'm sure he's got a little bit more of his work cut out for him. But best of luck to both.
But with that, we will see you back down the line. I don't think I've got a match set for you at the moment, but
Probably not.
anyone you'd like to face in the future? Or...
No, when it comes to singles, I'm very much the give me a match and I'll play it. It's not so much of a target for me as the sort of the geek and fandomy type stuff. That's where I know I can excel and win stuff. And this is why I come here, just to have some fun and just go. I know stuff about other movies too.
Right, but for that, I'm going to drop Joe out and bring back Jeremy. But Jeremy, you pulled out the win today. You got to move on to the semis and going to face Robert Kastner. But how are you feeling?
I feel great, and again, I just want to give so much credit to Joe. He really played a great match today. Like he said, luck was kind of on my side. I got the 2 things that I wanted in round 2, but he still kept in there, and it wasn't a TKO. And I think he did really good on directors. I think a lot of people would be tripped up with a deep cut 1950s director. So I just think it was a really good match, and luck was definitely on my side because, like I said, I got what I wanted in round 2, and there were a couple things I absolutely didn't want to get. So, yeah, it turned out good. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to be ready facing Kastner. I faced him multiple times in multiple leagues, but it has been a couple years, so it feels like I'm coming back to a tough old opponent from my past. It's like Creed 3 is coming back from my past to get haunts me again. So that I'm gonna try to do what I got to do to get ready for that one. But semifinals, you're not going to be facing any lightweights. So
yeah, but that is sorry, drop Jeremy out. But that is the end of singles. We've got the semifinals coming up. And it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. We've got Tony Durso versus Payson Johnson, and we've got Jeremy versus Alt Kastner. So 4 big powerhouses. It's definitely going to be interesting to see what happens and what final we're going to get. But that is the but with that, I don't really have much more to say. Banter by myself is not easy. Which is why I've got a team I will go to if I need people to co-host with me now. But with that, I'm just going to go out on this clip because why not?
Punctuality is something I demand from my employees.